I pushed the button. I did the thing again where I pushed the button, and then I kind of forgot that I pushed the button. And, yeah, but I did. I pushed it. And then I waited 30 seconds. My name's Scott. Hello, how are you? I hope everyone is safe and well and doing what they can to stay safe and well. I am doing okay. The mullet situation is getting pretty desperate, though. It's kind of out of control. And weirdly, is that a streak of gray hair that perfectly goes with this mullet impression? I think that my mask left kind of a line there. Anyway, hi, it's me. Hello. Yesterday, we played with this machine. This leap motion machine. And we made a little thing. And unfortunately, I have some calls this afternoon, so I can't stream for super long, so I thought we might just try to make another thing. Maybe, I liked those skeleton hands, so I want to just make some new thing with the skeleton hands. I've got to start unplugging things. One of these is going to be... I'm going to unplug this one. It was okay. It was like I was cutting a wire while a bomb was going to explode. Okay, so of course, yeah, I'm sorry to start late. Try not to do that, but some difficult times these days. Really hope everybody's looking out for each other, trying to stay healthy. Okay, so the most important part of the stream, of course, is to pick the wallpaper. Actually, that was good wallpaper, and then I missed it. I skipped one accidentally, so... What even... I don't know what's happening there. Look at that weapon she has. She looks like she's not to be trifled with, so let's not trifle with her. His weapon is a Canon camera. That's not a real bicycle. I don't know about this station either. I think we gotta go back to the... Okay, we'll try the synthwave channel. We'll just try it. See what's going on in the synthwave channel. Maybe this is what I need. But I think the happy channel is actually the right pretzel channel. Whoa. Is that like a twin water spout? It's kind of crazy. I've never seen a water spout. I'm from Texas. I've seen some tornadoes. But never a water spout. Some dirt devils. Oh, it's not bad. That's kind of cool. Let's go there. I tried to make some adjustments. I feel like the mic somehow ended up way too hot. And so you were hearing the terrible sound of this not very good mouse scratching on the table. Hopefully that's a little better. Hopefully the audio levels are good. Hopefully a lot of things. So let's open the Unity project we were in yesterday, which I really need to remember to back that up, push it to GitHub, because it's not in the main Residency repository. The studies. I've been working on some pretty cool stuff. I've never been like super into LED strips, but I'm learning how to use LED strips. It's exciting. Learning to doing some more like Unity Arduino stuff that I'm liking, but I don't know that I've made the right choice on it. I made a choice, and so we're going forward with that choice, but some of that stuff I've done on stream, where I have sort of a separate Node.js application that does all the business. So what? So we actually kind of messed up, because we should have made our own scene for this. But that's okay. What do we call this? Spells? Power? Spheres? Let's call it sphere. Yes. What? Get out of here. Okay. It's here. And also, do we even use this? Oh yeah, we use it on the hands. It's for sphere. Okay, so I just want to make sure this is all still functioning. It's kind of a funny one. Kind of into it. Okay, so what do we want to do today? I wish it handled finger pointing a little better, because I want to point my fingers all the time, but it tends to lose them. So what would be fun? Connect our fingers together. We could make it rain. We could what do we want to do? I just want to play with this all day again. I'm pretty into it. Little gestures. Are there any examples that I think are cool? All these. Oh, that was our. We want this. That's our post-processing. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's have an idea about that. Any minute I'm gonna have an idea. I guess I'm trying to decide if we want to just keep using the VFX graph, because we've been playing with it and it's fun, but if we do that, what do we actually want to do? I want to go with like the fingers to connect to each other, or no, I think we want to do something where when we put our, like when our fingers go past a certain depth, we do something. You know? I know there's a bunch of individual emitters. Almost like we're sticking our hands in water. Kind of like we did with the very first experiment, but better. Okay, so let's just try this. Let's call it river. I don't exactly know how it's gonna work, but let's just start it. Wait, where's the... Oh, yeah. They're called river now. And you can go. And you can be called hands. And this camera will want this profile, which at the moment is the same. So we can ditch this VFX graph. We don't need this thing. So how do we want to do this? I want it to be like you're touching a thing. Right? So let's just think about this for a second. Kind of an obvious idea is to have a big old collider. That's very skinny. And maybe even skinnier. Maybe too skinny. It doesn't really matter how thick it is as long as it's away. So we've got this here wall. And so I can get in there. I can stick my dang hands right in there. So what I want to know is like a collision point. So how do I want to do that? On collision enter. And just to watch the fingertips. Jacqueline, you're an all-star lurker. Do I have a weird line in my forehead? I think I have a VR. I was doing VR stuff earlier. You have like a weird VR headset line? I do. Permanent VR line? Must have had the headset too tight. It's the Quest. It's hard to deal with. You gotta kind of have it tight so it stays in your face. So let's think about this. We kind of want to have this will be called the box. This will be called the river. And what the river is going to do is it's going to watch for collisions from the, I believe there's rigid bodies on all these, there's colliders at least. There are rigid bodies, and they are kinematic. We do have collision detection. So I think we can do on collision enter and then know the point that the collision happens, and then when an exit happens, we can deal. Does that sound true or false? Does that sound like something I'm making up? So let's get a collider. What if I started streaming? Jacqueline, you're not listening, but I'm going to talk anyway. Kind of thinking of, after we talked about compositing your friend's motorcycle video feed, if like I dedicated sort of the left side of the screen to my face, but also to some stuff, like just some persistent pretty stuff maybe. Just so when people show up here and they look at the video, they're not like, what is this person? What's this person doing and why? I don't like this song. Not really into the Vaporwave channel so far. Okay, so when collision enters, let's just steal this for a moment. I almost certainly will have forgotten something. That's okay. I only really care about one point, but kinematic body only supports speculative continuous. What? We have a collider on our big friend. Do we have to have a rigid body on the river? I don't know. Let's just put one. Also, how is this collider actually sized properly? It is. So we have a kinematic. I, like in my brain, I don't know how, I just forget how all the collision detection stuff works basically every time I use it. And if there's some kinematic body, so that's not me, that's the hands. Make all these continuous speculative. I don't know what that means, but we're doing it. I often have trouble with this, like things touching things. And all those bones, these bones, they'll have colliders, right? Look at that big old collider, it's huge. Tremendously huge collider. It's confused about where my hand is. Okay. Bone 3 is the thumb bones connected to the hand bone. It's in there. Like it's deep in there. So what's... And just to verify, river also... I just always forget. Maybe you can't have like two kinematic things collide. Maybe you have to use trigger enter for those. I just never remember. Only every time I do this. Okay, so collision events are only sent if one of the colliders. Big A. But do we get the hit point? Like when you do a trigger enter, do you know where it happens? You kind of don't, right? So if one of the colliders also has a non-kinematic ridge body attached, well, so what if I have the river? Well, but I knew I need it to go inside, so maybe it has to be a trigger. So like, but I can't get the trigger point. Okay. Is that really true? I guess that's true, but sending a raycast. That seems a little weird, but let's try it. So let's just make this box the trigger. I mean, I get the idea of it. It's a little weird though, because like, what if you put your finger in backwards? Like, I guess if we always send it world forward because we know where the water is. I don't know about this music either. I'm going back to the happy station. I think... Anything else we want to try? I think the happy station is where to be. Oh, we could try the EDM station. Okay, we'll try the... Oh, we'll just try other stations. We'll try it. I don't have a lot of faith in it, but we'll try. Okay, so... What's your problem? This is from the happy station. Seems not right, but hey. That is a trigger. Does it need a rigid body to be a trigger? River has a box collider. It's a trigger. Is River actually on here? Oh, the script's not actually on the thing. Cool. Cool. That might explain. We're doing great today. Wow. Okay, I still don't think that works. That's pretty impressive. Okay. Not a trigger. Keep this. Let's just go back and make sure that this wasn't working. I don't think it works, but let's try it. Does not appear to be working. Okay, so then the thing to try is no to you, yes to you. The collider seems good. Those little friends have colliders on them. We are gonna do this. This feels like it's just a positive nightmare. Okay, yeah, we like get one bone, whatever bone it is. But it's an issue of like how... This doesn't feel very cool, but I guess it's okay. So, yeah, I have an idea on how to do it. Maybe. It really struggles with my outstretched finger, which I don't like. That's sort of specifically the thing I want to work, but oh well. You're killing me here. One finger. Okay, come on, buddy. Come on, friend. Come on. Maybe this just shouldn't be so far away. Like, which bone 3 is that, though? So, yeah. And then the way this wants to do... Why is the point of contact the same every time? Maybe it's not. Why Why aren't you scrolling, friend? Okay. We're just trying to like send a raycast straight forward from wherever the center of the collider is, which hopefully is close enough. So we want to keep a list of people that enter. And we only care about you if your name is Bone3, I think. Right? And we want to say what? We need to like maintain a list of who is triggering or not. Because we want to maintain, we want to like know about this even after the enter has happened. So basically, when we want to say when you enter, you get stuck in a list. When you exit, you're removed from a list. So these are like the bones that come into contact. And let's think about this for a second, because we also need a on trigger exit give you the same info. I'm not sure if I'll actually finish anything today because I've got a limited amount of time. Yeah, I think you do. I think it's basically the same. Okay. I mean, we can just call it. We can just keep colliders. That's fine. So we will do a bones.add other if. I mean, this should never happen. You should never get an enter without having a corresponding exit. But I still feel compelled to. If it doesn't have it, add it. It does. And then in our update loop, we will just iterate through those. And then each of those will do the raycast. Actually, we really only want to do it for bone 3. And this is a weird one too, because if you stick your hand in, how do I want to do this? This is pretty weird. Like if you have your finger stuck inside, I sort of want to raycast at you from Z0. Just so it like tries to hit the bone. Okay, let's also do this. So I only add and remove bone 3, and then let's just think about this stuff. So, yeah, this is kind of a weird one, but we'll say something like, in fact, we should just stick this up. I'm gonna use it a lot. I guess we could just do this. Set it to whatever, but then set Z to 0. And then we want to do some stuff. So then we want to say send a ray from the raycast origin straight forward. And then wherever it hits, let's do like a debug.draw. Now you could draw a sphere. I'm making that up. Gizmo's draw sphere. Yeah, we probably want something like a list vector 3 active points, and then we probably want to clear it, and then we want to send a ray, and if there's a hit, how do you know if it's valid? Oh yeah, okay, this already is telling us. So if kind of weird way to do this. But it's okay. I just want an easy way to visualize it. We want like a is this really gonna work? Guess we'll see. Point. This might be real weird. I like yellow. Draw a sphere at active point. Is that the radius? Yeah, 0.1 f. Okay. Feels very possible there's some seriously broken stuff in here, but let's see. Life is yours purple, I blew it. You are the purple person. I don't want to steal your color. I want yellow. I want yellow. Can we make these lights back here yellow? I don't know where the remote is for these terrible lights that I have. I found it. Red. Also red. Green. Also green. It's kind of a lime color. Ooh, I like that color. That's a nice color combo. this kind of orange. That's a good yellow. What does it look like when I'm yellow? It's not the best. It did rain frogs. It's true. How did you feel about Magnolia? Do you like Paul Thomas Anderson? Okay, yeah, we screwed up. What did we do here? Obviously, we screwed up. Of course. There's just kind of no question. Yeah, first of all, we never we never did this. Not much substance. You know, that movie's very specific time in a movie from a very specific time and place. I think it's probably not my favorite Paul Thomas Anderson movie. What is my favorite Paul Thomas Anderson movie? Boogie Nights is pretty amazing, but also just so depressing. I want to say Part 8, Boogie Nights, Magnolia. Punch Drunk Love might be my favorite. I didn't see Phantom Thread. There Will Be Blood is astounding. The Master is so weird. There Will Be Blood is amazing. Punch Drunk Love is probably actually my favorite, though. I should watch those other ones. I don't watch movies anymore. Okay, what? Nothing worked. Basically not a single thing worked. So there's so many things that we tried to do. Let's serialize these. Just so we can know. What have I done? Maybe stop it. I mean, VS Code. I just want to see if stuff's even getting added to those. Leviters, what are you doing with yourself all day with no school? Okay, bones. We get bones. So that's 5 bones, 1 for each. So that's very good news. Active points, we're getting active points also. Oh, I'm hiding gizmos. Oh, it was working the whole time. Well, not the whole time. Okay, that's cool. So now I can know where my fingers are coming into contact with the river. This is a river, by the way, if you didn't know that. What games are you playing? Still going deep on Terraria? Deep Terraria. Okay, so if we know where these sparkles are, I mean where our fingers touch, kind of doesn't work very well. This whole strategy appears like it's not working tremendously well. I mean, actually, it kind of does work. So, we don't want the river. What does the river look like? It's probably mostly invisible. Like, maybe we don't even render the river. Give yourself a break. Give yourself a little space. The world's on fire right now. Go easy on yourself a little bit. Why do you fold in? I think it's my microphone, actually. My microphone. No, it just doesn't work very well. So I feel like we can cheat this pretty easily, right? Like we just need to know for every finger that's there, we want a corresponding the camera view from the leap. Yeah, but it is it looks crazy because it's looking up. It like looks up my nose. If it was mounted on my forehead, it would make a little more sense, but let me show you the visualizer. Maybe the visualizer crashed. That's me. It's pretty weird looking. With my black eyes. It's not a hand, that's my eyeball. Get that off my face. I'm shining bright IR light into my eyes. I don't think that's a good idea, but I've done it before. It's pretty weird. Yes, it's very wide angle. My new music video. I'm gonna do this all day. Yeah, IR rave. Finally. Okay. So as you can see, it's not the. So you can also put it in like head-mounted mode, and then I can do V, head-mounted mode. And that's kind of how they want you to use it now, but the original design was desktop-y. Okay, well that was just something else. So what do we actually want to do with this? If we just instantiate some gravity particles there, it'll kind of look like something's happening. How do I want to do this? Well, all these other light sources in the room are also emitting IR. So like not necessarily all that IR light was coming from this thing. Because there's sunlight coming through the cracks in the blinds, and sunlight has a ton of IR. Probably, I mean, yeah, there's... Depends on the light source, but there's lots of infrared in sunlight. Okay, I'm not crazy about this music. I mean, yeah, they probably are pretty right. They look like, the fact that I can see them slightly, well, you can even see them. Those IR LEDs. I can see them with my naked eye, which means they are probably very near infrared, because they look red to me. So they're right on the, I think those are like 850 nanometer wavelength are the ones that you can kind of see with your eyes. Yeah, it's probably, I don't know exactly what the wavelength is. I would guess like 850 nanometers. I think that's the right number for IRL, like that they just, they might be cheap. It's true. I mean, that's how bright they are. I don't know if there's any kind of IR filter on this lens. You would think if there's an IR filter, you wouldn't see any of it, but maybe since some of it is so near, you can. I don't know. Okay, what are we doing? So kind of what I want to do is, like, when I touch this, I just want to start instantiating things at those collision points. What I kind of want them to do is sort of like orbit around. How would I do this? Hey, that's why I need you here. You're the best there is when it comes to distracting me. Nobody's better at it. So let's do a few things. Well, my phone is also good at distracting me. That's true. I think, yeah, we probably just want some little spritey guys. I was trying to decide if we could do this with a real, like a normal Unity particle system, but I don't think we want to. I think we want to do our own, because I kind of want to do something a little weird, where there's just like some big spinning friend, and like as we touch, we're continually spawning things inside of it at their current world position. Let's just try it. This will be called the orbiter. Orbitor? What's the proper word here? Okay, so for this thing, we just want to rotate it around Z by some speed, right? I don't know what the speed is. I don't have any idea. Let's just make up a number. And then we want to say rotate. Nope. We want to say transform.rotate. Rotate. Used to be rotate around, but they've changed. I think there's, you can do an angle and an axis in here. Axis, angle, and relative to. So we would do vector 3 dot forward and then speed times dot delta time. Something like this. We probably did this incorrectly. No, it's okay. It's very slow, and it kind of is going the wrong direction. So it could be more like negative 64. This is almost going to look like a thing that wants to be musical. Should I switch to art? Should I do it? Does that make me a traitor? I've really been thinking about it. Should I just switch to art right now and never look back? Watch this. I'm going to do it. Done with you. Art. What tags do I use in art? Digital art. There's no generative art tag. Okay, I did it. I'm now an artist, finally. Okay, so what we want to do is when we stick our hand in there, we want to spawn something at that exact location. We probably don't want to do it every single frame, but maybe we want to do it every single frame, but maybe we don't, but maybe we do. Okay, so we want like a okay, this is going to be a mess probably, but let's just try it because it could also be cool. It could be a cool mess. So after we do this, we want to say for each, we just want to do this kind of, but inside here, at each of these active points, let's spawn our friend. And this is going to be a mess. Equals Okay, this is where it's going to be a little tricky. So we want to instantiate this prefab at active point quaternion identity. That's something we'll want to change, I feel confident. And we want to set the parent to the orbiter. So we need to know about the orbiter. This is going to be weird. I don't exactly, like, when we try to actually orient this, maybe we'll make it a sphere, and then we don't have to care about orienting it. Okay, so this will be the orbiter. And actually, we want world position to stay. Okay, so that very slightly feels like a thing that would work. So you're the orbiter, and then we want a prefab. How long until somebody comes in and says that I'm not supposed to be streaming in art and that I'm supposed to be streaming in science and tech? Because that's what happened that one time I tried to stream in whatever it was, making and crafts. I was forbidden. The craft police. Oh, get out of here. Ban them? Oh no, maybe they should ban me. I'm on their turf. Okay, so let's just start with Universal Render Pipeline unlit. We have a nice little glowing friend. So this is now our prefab. Look at this mess of a project. What an embarrassment. Okay, then put the prefab in here. Just reading my hand backwards. Whoa, yeah, check that out. Holy crap. That's not exactly what I expected. Why is there... Oh, that's really funny. My raycast is colliding with them. So these don't actually need... it looked kind of cool though. So maybe I should actually keep that. But that was not the intent. That's a lot of spheres. Ooh. Why is there... There's still something wrong. I don't understand why they're accumulating. Because there's no collider. So why would the collider... Unless I'm hitting my own hands with the collider. I just want to stick in one little finger. Just one little... They are stacking, but I don't know why. Because the raycast that tells me where the collision is... I truly don't understand why they are stacking like that, because they don't have... Should probably put the river on a layer. Cold water, perfect. That's 4. So there's a way we can raycast, when we raycast say what layer, I think. Yeah, layer mask. Where's the one that is the layer mask and has the out? Did I miss it? There are too many signatures for this function. Okay. Okay. Comma. Max distance, which that can be whatever. And then layer mask. 4. I don't think it would hit. I don't think Unity raycasts hit meshes unless they're a mesh collider. But I could be wrong about that. Kind of looks like what is happening. Okay, what's your problem? And layer mask. That's you. Oh, I just need 2. Just parentheses. Silly me, my fault. Okay, now it's not working. Wow. The river is on the water, and that is layer 4. Oh, do I need to, is it like actually a bitwise thing? Yeah. Okay. Sure. Of course, it's not just a layer index, it's a mask. Alright, this should mean it only hits the river. It's a bit much. So these guys probably want to self-destruct pretty quickly. What are these called? Are these the ripples? That's a weird name for these, but that's what they're called now. So the ripples will shrink every frame. So you're all a ripple. So how do we want to do that? We want like a float lifetime equals 4. And then we want to say in our update loop, transform.scale, local scale equals excuse me. Woof. Local scale is vector 3 dot lerp from vector 3 dot 1 to vector 3 dot 0, and I'll have some interpolant. will be equal to time.time minus the start time out of its total lifetime, and if is greater than or equal to 1, destroy the game object, not the transformer. Something like this. So they'll just shrink away over the course of 4 seconds. Oh, hurry. Oh, call. Whoa, that was cool. So they're already scaled down. Victor 3. So we want him to fade away much more quickly. Let's realize this. That wasn't slow. I mean fast. Sometimes when I say slow, I mean fast. Could also speed up the speed up the orbiter. I don't know how to make this look good. Fire hands. Farewell. How are we gonna make this look good? So I don't actually like it that the I would sort of want these to orbit in opposite ways. There's a lot of game objects. It's a very silly way to do this, but oh well. Let's make our prefabs much smaller. What do we want to do with this? There's a horribly inefficient way to do this. As we are... It's a little easier to just stick in one finger. But it doesn't, it likes to bend. Still too big. Really, we could come up with a way to do this with the VFX graph. Like we could send, write all these positions to a texture array. So we'll just add some Z. Something like, oh yeah, do this. Which from local position, start position. I don't know how much time left today. I don't know. I mean, we've kind of just done a lot of work to make a worse version of what we had yesterday. What do we want to do about that? try to make this speed something insane. I don't know. I'm not feeling this direction at the moment. Whoa! Yeah. I could live a lot longer. Why is it? Move the microphone. How do we make it more insane? Does it maybe I made them a little too small? It does look like an infinity mirror. It's true. Okay, that looks 1,000 times less cool. Oh, this was way better when it was super fast, right? I mean, it could be even, maybe it's insanely fast. Should I live even longer? So maybe the left hand is one color and the right hand is the other color and the one hand spins the other way. How are they still alive? Oh no. So how do we tell them apart? Okay, let's have an orbiter A and an orbiter B. One of them goes one way and the other goes the other way. We want prefab A and prefab B. Running out of time. Can we finish a thing? I feel like we're pretty close. The capture was going to take a second. So we want let's do this. So we have orbiter A, no, orbiter A and orbiter B. So I think we just want to say if. We'll just cheat it and just try to keep one hand on one side. And then let's make orbiter B's material. Sorry, prefab B's material. I don't know if I did that correctly. Broken and broken. Doing great. I forgot to set the variables. Orbiter A, orbiter B, prefab A, prefab B. Did this wrong. Orbiter B. Okay. Should have made that a transform, but oh well. We're getting the two orbiters, but we're getting the wrong prefabs? Oh, did I just not? Maybe that's all it was. Thought I did that. Let's say that the ripples don't fly away quite so quickly. Or that you know, kind of like that our infinity mirror is not as deep. That's a lot of spheres. These aren't even particles. We're drawing a lot. But Unity seems okay with it. I would never do this in real life, but in fake life, I'm not crazy about the blue and the orange, so I kind of want you to be green. .2048 I think is too fast. It just starts to look jittery. Purple! Okay, let me dedicate this to you. Blue and purple. almost kind of good. What do we need to do to make it better? Do we not go even? We go even less deep and give them an even longer lifetime? Or is that the problem? Is that is it too dense now? I'm glad you like. This is an insane way to do this. Since these are not particles, these are spheres. These aren't even sprites. Like there's almost not a worse way you could choose to do this. In fact, there's zero reasons we shouldn't just be using sprites here. Prefab B, prefab A, delete this, prefab A, prefab B. I don't know if it'll look any better, but it'll like make me feel a little better. Chromic abbreviation? These are too tiny. That's strange. Those are really very tiny. They're tinier than I would have expected. Now they're much too big. 905 here. Also, why aren't they moving backwards in space? What have we broken? Destroyed something. Oh, because the sure, we didn't. We forgot to make these ripples. And they are dying too quickly. We decided we wanted to do 5 seconds. Outrageous. Am I Doctor Stranging? I feel like the thing I was working on for a minute yesterday was even more Doctor Strangey. How are we getting purple in there? Oh, because I cheated and I said if you go to this side, it's purple. And I forgot that I was just going to try to stage it, so I didn't do that. We could make it a crazy rainbow based on the, base the hue on the... They just get so tiny. What are we going to do about that? What are we going to do about anything? It's kind of cool. I've seen worse things. I've seen a lot of better things too, though. I mean, we could do something crazy and let him live for 10 seconds. Doesn't really seem like the solution, though. Okay, it's like almost a thing that is starting to potentially border on the world of things that are good. It's like just almost... Would anti-aliasing help? It would probably help make everything run slower. I just wonder, is this smart enough to be instancing all these? We're drawing a lot of stuff. Like a ludicrous amount of triangles. Yeah, look at the triangle count go up. Eee. It's a lot of triangles. Frame rate, not super excited about it. Is it better or worse with actually seems to be better without instancing on. It's pretty fun to play with. No, I think displaying it takes a long time because it's not. I mean, it's not horrible, but it's well, okay. So there is some GPU impact, certainly. Yeah, look at the GPU. You're probably actually right. Most of our time is GPU time. I mean, they're actually really kind of close. No, the render thread is shorter. We could. There's a million ways we could do this in a more optimal way. The actual probably correct way to do it would be to use the VFX graph and do whatever they call them, position maps. Like send some position maps. How are we going to make the colors better? That's the last thing to do. Just make the colors better. This is like video compression's worst nightmare. How does this look on stream? Insane? Awful? Probably awful? I don't know that I'd gain anything from the high definition render pipeline. high definition render pipeline is really good at making models look good, but I don't really do stuff that requires super good looking models, I feel like. I mean, there's no lighting here. The noise, which noise effect? The fact that it just looks noisy, or the fact that I'm using the... Because Universal Render Pipeline has its own post-processing now. Okay, let's just try a colorization method that is cooler. So really, we don't want to do this. In fact, I wonder if we'd actually gain anything by just making these particles. Maybe. I don't actually know if their particles are in some way optimized. Seems like maybe a little more... Well, I don't know about that. Maybe this is worse. Kind of looks cool, monochromatic though. If it was just like a little bit yellow. Like, yeah, just like it had a little bit of... little star shine. I lost it in my hands. Okay, we actually don't want to set colors here. We want to set colors... Oh shoot. That's gonna make things even worse, right? Yeah. Definitely hear the old fan is spinning up a little bit. So I think we were actually doing better here. And I think, so here's a challenge though. If I want to change these colors, but that should be okay if I'm doing the sprite renderer. I don't know. How smart is this? Let's try this. When we instantiate, I'm running out of time. Not sure it didn't work. What's wrong with you? We got a sprite renderer and we set the color. Is this not right? On the instance get component sprite renderer. It did set it. So does that not actually work for... Oh. Maybe I need to use a sprite shader. Yeah. Get out of here. Oh my gosh, time is so short. Good grief. Let's write a remap function for the 7 trillionth time, shall we? Good. What we need to do is add more math and make it even more complicated. So this is value minus n min divided by n max minus n min. And then we want to return normalized times out max minus out min plus out min. Remap active point.x from -1 or -0.5 to 0.5 and make that go from 0 to 1, and then color utility.hue. No. So there's no reason to do that in there. Something like that? I don't know if I did that correctly. We'll see. Not quite. Like, not horrible. Where is... Yeah, you're... What do your active points look like? Oh, maybe it is actually there. Sprites aren't additive. The sprite shader's not additive, which is not cool, right? So that's kind of lame. Think about what to do about that. It's kind of hard to tell if it's additive or if that's just the balloon. I actually don't need two materials anymore. What if it's just normal particles? That's not gonna work. How am I gonna do this? Probably could have just done quads instead. Run out of time. These have base maps. Yeah, the sprite renderers just don't want to use these. Well, you could make some kind of additive sprite. I don't care if you have a main texture property though. I don't know if this is gonna work. If I just lie and make a main texture in here and don't actually use it. Main text. What are you talking about? Right there.
Everybody's shaking.
Main text. Oh yeah. Main text. Did I trick it? I kind of think I probably didn't actually trick it. So what's the color though? How to like? I don't think this isn't gonna work. I'm wasting my time. I'm gonna do this, but I'm wasting my time because it's not gonna work. Because I'm not gonna. How am I gonna get that color? Because that's probably a material property block kind of thing. Because if this was
Everybody's shaking.
I'm wasting time. This is a waste of time. Because if I just did sprite default and then looked at this, has color. I don't think this is actually correct, but let's just try it. Oops. Get out of the way, giant preview. Why are you so giant? It doesn't work. Of course it doesn't work. Of course it doesn't. Well, what am I gonna do? We're just like doing a material instance thing every single. Like it would be something like. Yeah, I can't do this. It's not gonna work. Lame. Kind of just go back to a sphere. It was horribly inefficient, but. There's a quick and easy way for me to do what I want to do. I mean, we could do a quad instead, I guess. Really, we only need one prefab, but whatever. Like if this quad had this, and it was actually do that? I've got to call so soon. Okay. Is that too small? Oh, nice quad. It's transparent additive. Put it. Oh, I guess I could just put the same one in both. Let's just do that. What have I done wrong here? Oh yeah, sure, because we broke this. What was wrong? What? Oh, nothing. Okay. I seriously have to stop. I'm definitely not setting the color. Oh, we need to use our friend. There we go. Oh, well. Kinda, you know, kinda. This looks pretty surprisingly horrible. I need to transparent additive. That will help a little, but I still think it's kind of a mess. Right? Those don't look like they're. Can I not save it? Maybe I didn't save it. Okay, that's better. Pretty weird. I feel like this, I'm back doing that thing where it looked better a little while ago, and I've made it worse. It's still alive? Really? Oh, I forgot to, yeah, of course. I didn't make this a ripple. I thought that guy was gonna yell Mortal Kombat, but he yelled. Off time's way too short. Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat. Okay, I have a call in 1 minute. Yep, I definitely am. No, I'm definitely not. I'm not going to do any kind of gestural thing. I'm just trying to make a little study. Just a little study. Actually, I think this is pretty much done. It just needs to be captured. Okay, I have a call. Like right this minute. I have a call this minute, so I gotta go. Thank you for hanging out. Life is yours. Thanks for stopping by. As always, Draclin, thanks for lurking. You're so good at it. Anybody else who dropped by? Thanks. My big inaugural art stream. I'm an artist now. So the most important thing, though, is that later we've got to do this again. We've got to do Amiibo Crime. So I'm going to go do this meeting, and I'll maybe stream a little later today. So have a lovely one, and stay safe. Bye.